Paish got a hand in there, knocked it away from Scott, crashing into Johannesson. Scott got it on the up. Liberatore, Chera laid the tackle and pushing it back, so it'll come back to the Bulldogs. Advantage not paid. It'll come back to Liberatore.
So Libba's probably going to try and lay this one off to somebody on his right foot. If not, all the exits have to be covered.
The Bulldogs, but...
And Libba says, I finally get a free kick, but I don't want it.
He might just go back and nail it in.
Liberatore having 12 disposals this evening. He's copped some heavy attention. But he can make a big impact right here. Deadly from the boundary line. Tom Liberatore.
And that's exactly what he did. I'll show you how to kick a goal, you blokes.
It's a big goal, though. When you don't have too many chances in your forward 50, you reward yourself with the tackle. That's what Western Bulldogs have been able to do throughout the night. Bontempelli in the second quarter. Goals that really matter. Liberatore now. Oh, it might be a championship belt or something there. I don't know what that is.
That's what I thought too.
They'll have to kick from about 40 to 45 metres out, right up against the boundary.
I'll be sending the runner out to James H there and just saying, mate, you need to give a bit more of a contact. You could have just killed that ball over the line and helped our defenders out with numbers. Now they're having a shot on goal. Just the basic percentages.
Liberatore from the pocket has threaded it. He's turned to the crowd and given them the big fist as well. What a superb finish from Liberatore.
As we saw, Libba got the ball out. Johannesson got it, and now he's pulled it back.
Bizarre decision.
So, Liberatore, Tom Liberatore, in his 160th game as a shot on goal. That is a terrific kick. Oh, from a very acute angle for a left footer and left half forward. He's pierced the opening. And a steadier here for the Bulldogs, and it comes at a very important time. 22-minute mark.
Yeah, driven into the ground, I think.
Not much in that. Josh Bruce.
So Chera will stand the mark. 2 metres in from the boundary line, 35 out, left forward pocket. Wrong side for the left footer here in Liberatore. But he threads the eye of the needle. And doesn't he like it? The Dogs first of the second half.
Hunt's coming back. That is ridiculous. That is back. Well, why is that? He's kicked the ball. It's got to be paid advantage. It is. It's a stupid decision, Lee.
I'm trying to figure out if it was before he kicked and he called time off.
I think
it's after he's kicked, it's downfield.
I think the Dogs are really unlucky there because the continuation of play meant advantage. And Libba's got no chance of kicking this, you wouldn't think. What does he do? He slides it home from an angle that you wouldn't even think of. And Liberatore kicks the goal. And I've been made to look a dunce, not for the first time tonight or my career.
Gather, good little hand pass to Liberatore, feeds it off Johannesson, caught on the boundary, and there's going to be a pushing free kick, so no advantage. It'll come back to Liberatore, although the Dogs have already taken the mark.
Should have been an advantage. The umpire just didn't look what was going on. So he's paid the free kick, Razor Ray, and he just hasn't seen what's unfolded after. So really, it should have been an advantage.
Yeah, so Bruce had taken the mark, Embers, about 30 out, maybe even closer.
Libba, though, can do some uncanny things.
So he'll kick from 42. He's right up against the boundary line. He's a talented young man. He slotted it straight through. Little Libba. Stretches the margin. 7-10-52. Plays 6-7-43.
Well, they've done a lot of hard work in this term, the Dockers, but the Bulldogs can undo the whole lot if they can snag one between now and the siren.
They might get their chance here. Liberatore, the danger man, in front of goals in this third term. He's kicked another.
Libba times 2. What an impact on the match.
Without any, Fife didn't have an opponent. Just not desperate enough. You got to be screaming. You see there, Fife, Chera. Who's got Bontempelli? He draws 2. Leaves Liberatore out by himself.
It looks as though that's been the change. Sarong was trying to go very hard to Bontempelli in a minute.
Waste no time. Darcy wins it down into the corridor, though. Hand pass comes to Liberatore. Has he got his second? He has! They hadn't kicked a goal in the first 23 minutes of the third quarter, the Western Bulldogs. But Tom Liberatore, firstly from a set shot on the boundary, and now a right foot snap.
Ball quickly tossed up. Out it comes to Libba from Bruce. Good handball, lightning handball from Bruce to Libba, and Libba snaps his second goal. Back-to-back goals, Tom Liberatore. And the Bulldogs now go to 8 goals, 10-58, back to a 15-point lead.
From the Dogs' goal, umpire gets it up quickly. Darcy down, Bruce steals it to Liberatore for back-to-back goals. He snapped it home. The Western Bulldogs out by 15 points, 8-10-58, Fremantle 6-7-43.
And Riley West, and it will be a ball up, in dispute. Little flick around the body. Here's Liberatore stepping around his body, and Libba's got 2 in a row. He's been the unlikely hero. And the Dogs kick clear again. They're 8-10-58. And the Dockers are 6-7-43. The contested work, 25 out in front of goal. Justin Longmuir would be devastated, but it's another handy lead for the Doggies.
Nathan Fife and Caleb Sarong went 2v1 on Bontempelli, and it freed Liberatore up at the stoppage. He was the extra spare. Need to split there, need to find one each. Having a look here, another closer look. Libba's on his own the other side. It's a 2v1, Nathan Fife and Caleb Sarong. Need to find a man. It's
here for the Dogs. They're making their move. Darcy's in front, taps it down. Chance there for Fife, spills wide. Liberatore hooks it across his body. He's got 2, and suddenly a little margin opens up. They get their 8th goal. 8-10-58 plays 6-7-43, and that's a handy 15-point lead.
Well, it's been an unlikely goal kicker in this third quarter. Liberatore, who's been relatively quiet by his standards, he's stood up and he's kicked a couple of goals from the midfield and around the contest where Fremantle have been a lot better. Just watching the Harvey Norman replay here at the moment, and it was just chaos, you know, and you got players around it. Bruce comes up, and Liberatore, just a really good finish on his opposite side.